listening to the LOZ Podcast Network.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the LOZ Podcast Network. My name's Ken Lawler. I'm with the LOZ app. We are with you every week on Saturdays from 10 to 11 on KRMS radio. It's the Simulcast. So you can either watch this in the LOZ app or you can be listening on KRMS. And by the way, you can find all of the stations at KRMS in the LOZ app. You just go to the media button and hit whatever station you want to listen to, and you're listening in your car or your boat. And let's stick with the theme for boats because we got Dale Law, the general manager, and he looked like it when I say this, but I'm going to say it, of the year for Marine Max.
Is this year over? Is this year over yet? Come on.
It's just a great achievement. I got to say something. I gotta let people know.
Yeah, I know. And I can't believe July 4th is around the corner. Talk about the year going by fast. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, we're past the June, kind of people getting into the season, and the weather has been actually pretty decent. A little rainy on the weekends, but during the week's been nice. But we're coming up on the 250th celebration of America and the 4th of July, and that's really where it kicks off, isn't it?
Yeah. They say record travel. I'm sure there's going to be record people coming to beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. So we're going to be busy. We don't have an event plan because I know, everybody coming down with their families, they will be busy on the boat, on the water. And our goal is going to keep them boating. See if something breaks, we're going to try to be right there on it and keep their 4th celebration rocking and rolling.
Yeah, and that's true too, because for everybody else, it's kind of a celebration. For your group over there, especially in service, they're kind of ready to go because nobody wants their boat to be down too long over the big weekend, do they?
No, and history. Remember, I've jumped back with it. Remember 2015, the entire lake was a no wake zone because it flooded over 4th of July weekend.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I remember that. I remember all the lawns had water in them. I mean, it was really high.
Yeah, there we are 11 years later. When you talk about service, trying to keep everybody going, that's the first thing everybody thinks is service after the sale. Well, we kind of have a sale after the sale. And that sale is, hey, you're now part of our family. We affectionately call it getaways. Those getaways could be an afternoon, could be a long weekend, or maybe even a week to 10 days that we have an event that we do. We just finished our Warsaw Warriors. And if you've never been to the other end of the lake, you need to do it. So we take a group of boaters. This year, not a single one had ever been, I think, past the 35, maybe 38 bare bottom or something. They're like, well, how do you get there? Well, you just keep following the water,
It gets a little different up there, though, right? I mean, it gets a little windy and a little shallow at some point.
Yep. So we take, so Captain Greg and Teresa, been our hosts since we started it. And, we get to about the 60, we got some decent sized boats, cruisers. We pretty much idle, the next 39 miles up there to take care of people, the docks that are up there. I mean, it is the river. When you round the corner there, I think it's called Paradise Point now, maybe, or Patriots Point. I can't remember. It's a river. You stop and you're floating backwards. It's not like what you would think. And you got to follow the charts if you don't know where you're going. But we take our customers up. We always schedule around a Jubilee Day that they have at Warsaw. They've got a carnival going on. They do a parade. They got a band at night. They got a car show. So it's not just us going up in boats and just sitting there looking at each other. It's kind of a fun event. And then you can say, hey, I boated to the other end of the lake. And, we do that with, it's kind of a first come, first serve. We don't take many boats because we can't get too crazy up there. And we show our people how to use our boat, our customers how to use our boat, and have a great time on the water and doing something they probably never do on their own.
Well, and what's cool is when you buy a boat, and I think I bought 6 from you now, but you become part of the family. But I'm not counting. You become part of the family there, and I mean, you really do start kind of hanging out with people. You'll meet people with the same boat, or you'll meet people who like to do the same things. I know you have all kinds of stuff like the WOW program, Women on the Water. What a neat thing. A lot of times let's face it, the guy's the one driving the boat, right? And But there's a lot of women out there that are like, I want to do this. I want to be able to take this boat out when he's not down or when I have my friends. And you guys really do a great job of showing them how to operate the whole boat and get
And
them.
when you get 5 or 6 ladies together, the intimidation factor goes way down. And you got a captain showing them how to, what to, and how to drive practice. They all get to feel comfortable on their boat. And that's just one of those, we're still selling after the sale, if you will.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just cool because you have a lot of these different things. You have poker night on the dock for your people. You got you were telling me you go to the British Virgin Islands.
So that's there's anybody that can do what we do with that, and for the main reason is one of our entities is called Marine Max Vacations. We own and operate charter boat business out of Tortola, British Virgin Islands. I couldn't begin to tell you how many boats. 15 or 20 boats in the fleet, up to 54 foot. They're all power catamarans, a key left. And so we take our group in the wintertime when we're not boating here and say, okay, let's go down. We're going to show you how to enjoy the islands. We've done it enough time. We get Captain Greg, Teresa Riley. We'll spearhead, usually try to find a salesman to go along to, help out. And we just island hop for about a week with a group, showing them how to do it, what to do it. And then the next time they can do it with their family and friends on their own. So that's been really, really good. And I think we've been doing that, I know, over 10 years now, maybe even longer. I got to think about that. But that's probably the pinnacle of our getaways that we do, that you're eligible if you buy a boat from us, and then we can show you the island time.
Yeah, and I mean, you've got quite a big marina there as well, where you're at on the water. And I know you guys, people hang out there together. They're always, but maybe going out and finding a cove somewhere that they all hook up in. But it's really truly a family atmosphere around there, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm just off the top of my head thinking, I know there's a group that kind of hang and they always see each other here. Kansas City, Des Moines, and Denver. I think that's the three. Where they're from 3 different states. Kansas City the closest, and they become really, really good friends. And short story from the Warsaw trip, we got 2 couples together. Well, the next thing you know, they go to the same place in Key West at the same time, and now they're hooking up and they've made new friends, and they're going to see each other this winter in Key West with boats. So it's the boating community is fun, small, but tight.
And you guys are, I know that you've launched a couple of new models this year that are really, really cool. Give us a little insight into the new models you have with the, everybody's going to the outboards now. 10, 15 years ago, you hardly saw one on Lake of the Ozarks. And now,
No, unless it's a pontoon.
Yeah, and now you're seeing not just these center console boats, but these cruisers with the outboard engines.
Yeah, so our latest and greatest Sea Ray is an all new design. It's a 360 SLX, triple 425 Mercs. That boat is just phenomenal. It's trimmed out in wood in the dash area. The latest Simrad screens. It's got the starboard side gunnel that opens up on a 36-foot boat, creating a lot of space. Just a lot of cool innovations, technologies. Power seats. Remember when the steering wheel controls used to come out on your car when you could change volume and whatever? They got that now on a boat. So all the controls right there at your steering wheel is pretty cool. Cruisers Yachts got their new VTR. It is a center console. We got one here, twin 400s, phenomenal riding boat. It's a stepped hull, and that thing is fast.
It looks cool too. That's a really unique, cool look on that boat. It's an eye catcher, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a traditional fishing boat. Like you might think of a pure center console. It does have some nice cabins, a lot of seating. It's designed for day boating pleasure, big bow area. That's a pretty cool boat.
And it'll take the Lake of the Ozark water on a weekend, won't it?
Yeah, that's the stepped hull piece. We had our first demo with it, and we got it, and we had one of the sales guys get pretty aggressive with a hard port turn in like water was like right there. That thing, I mean, banked like a sports car and kept on trucking. It's cool. Very, very sporty. Very good handling.
And, I think that's one thing that, let's face it, people get annoyed a little bit with these cruisers that are just plowing all the time. And these new outdrives, they don't plow. I mean, they get up on top of the water. I've seen a huge boat go by before, and it doesn't put off even a third of the wake that the old boats.
Right. It's the attitude in it, the drive is sitting back on that outboard enough that it's pushing that boat up at more flat than what it would be on a typical, even a bigger boat with a V drive. So yeah.
And so let's tell everybody there's still a lot of boating season left, particularly if you are doing anything with an outboard, because as like last year, like we saw, there were people boating in December, January, February. It didn't stop.
That's a lot of the outboard attraction is your more time to boat, less maintenance. I mean, you're not winterizing it, but the key is, those people have houses here. Well, they want to come and pick it. Thanksgiving, want to come down, Christmas, New Year's, when we've had some unseasonably warm weather. And there you go, drop your lift and you're running around the lake like you own the place. Does not mean people are out.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you, we're looking forward to an awesome celebration of the 250th celebration of America. We're looking for a 4th of July that everybody can come down and just enjoy themselves and have a safe time at the lake. And I know you guys are too. And I would encourage everybody to go by and just stop by the marina, because you'll have people around all weekend, right? You'll have salespeople. Anybody can help somebody even during the weekend and forth.
Here and in our location across the outlet mall. We're 7 days a week this time of year, obviously. Limited, on our Sundays, but still we're here to help. Come see us.
Hey, Dale, thanks so much for joining us, man. We always love having you on. You give us a lot of insight into what's going on in the boating community, and MarineMax is just such a stalwart here at Lake of the Ozarks. And so we're excited to have a 4th of July celebration, and we hope everybody gets out to see you guys and maybe get them into a brand new Sea Ray or Harris or anything you got over there for sale, and enjoy the rest of the season.
Yep. Ken, thank you very much.
All right, everybody. That's another edition of the LOZ Podcast Network, and we will be right back after these words.